Welcome back, everyone. We begin in London.
And we start with a view that is totally new.
So we are in London for a week on business. I hadn't been there for 30 years, and this was the newest thing I noticed, the London Eye. If you are there for the first time, go to the London Eye first. Otherwise, London was still traditional, crowded, and bustling.
Oh, well, London's such a super fun city. I mean, so much to see and do. Great vibe, great people, great energy. I think that's just a London constant always. And this London Eye is really very fun. You know, definitely check the times and availability. You can also go on a champagne tour, but check the times and availability of that. But it's a great way to get a bird's eye view of the whole city.
Another good tip while in London, use the tube. Still the best way to get around this labyrinth of a city.
The tube is amazing. Our two favorite sayings, mind the gap, way out. It's the greatest and easiest way to get around. Make sure you get an Oyster card because that will give you a way to just use it for the whole week. You just swipe it in, swipe it out, you load it up, you can reload it. It's perfect. Now, one of the places that you definitely want to go to is Westminster Abbey, and it's only open at certain times, so make sure you check the times and when it's open so that you get there at the right time. And here was Poets Corner. We loved this, didn't we?
Oh, yes, and being a literature student, I got to go visit some old friends, T.S. Eliot and C.S. Lewis. And you being a theater major, you got to see The Bard. That's Shakespeare looking down on Sir Laurence Olivier.
Yes, it's like the perfect shot. And that's kind of the British humor for you. You gotta love that. The outside is as beautiful almost as the inside. I mean, you know, really the architecture, and this is the cloisters where we're looking at right now. You've got to wander around out there as well. It's really beautiful. And also you can't take photos inside. So just remember that. You don't want to get in trouble. The British people will kick you out because they treasure that place. But here we went to the National Gallery, and that's in Trafalgar Square, and that's Nelson's Column. And it's a great place to go. The National Gallery, you're going to see Monet. It's huge, so plan accordingly. Impressionists galore. I mean, every kind of art form you'd possibly want, and era. In case you get hungry, they have a cafe. You can grab a bite. It's just beautiful.
Seeing The Impressionist was a delight. Brought back a lot of memories for me. And really, if you love art at all, you need to stop here. Now, Gordon Ramsay has been following us all over London, or maybe we've been following him. Right near the National Gallery is Hedden Street Kitchen, another great dining experience.
He's a brilliant celebrity chef extraordinaire, and we had some amazing food at this place. Hedden Street Kitchen, it was just such a delight. I mean, there you're kind of seeing, we had flatbread with butternut squash. This is crispy egg soldiers. Oh, of course, our love for eggs. It's eggs, it's mushrooms, it's cheese, brioche. You can't go wrong. This is the mac and cheese with slow braised beef. Another delicious dish. I mean, you know, he just combines wonderful things. Of course, HSK fish and chips with mushy peas. And then we had this delight, the Fèvre Chablis, which is a French Chardonnay from Burgundy. We loved that. It went well with really all the foods that we had. We had earthy foods, we had fresh foods, we had everything that you can imagine. And then we had the greatest steak in the world.
Yep, this was at May's Grill. There were other great dishes there like this prawns appetizer and guacamole. We had your favorite cheese, burrata.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we had a smorgasbord, let's just say that, in one sitting. It was amazingly delicious, of course, as you would expect. And May's Grill is actually inside of a Marriott in the ritzy Grosvenor Square area. It's just down from Mayfair. This was a beautiful Chardonnay that we had from the Rush River Valley. We were craving oaky buttery, and this totally delivered.
And now we give you the world's greatest steak.
Japanese Wagyu filet, 16 ounce. Yes, of course, it's Gordon Ramsay, so they cook it right, they do it right. Well,
and then you drop it.
The smell
Why did you drop
is
it?
so intoxicating. You are dizzy. I mean, then you don't need that knife. No, you can slice it with your spoon. I mean, literally. So it just melts in your mouth. I mean, we can't say it enough. Exactly.
Steak like butter. And then we had this great red wine with it.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. This was amazing. This was a Saint-Emilion Bordeaux. It was a blend of Cabernet with Cabernet Franc and Merlot. We loved it. It was so delicious. Of course, it went great with that steak. It really would go great, honestly, with almost anything.
And next we go to Jamie Oliver's.
Jamie Oliver is an amazing celebrity chef. This was a really sumptuous pizza that we had. And here we had also fish and chips with lettuce. So Jamie Oliver's known for doing London street food in a gourmet style. So he kind of likes to blend everything a little bit different and change it up. This was one of the hottest pizzas I've ever had. And I know it was for you.
I think the pièce de résistance was the ossobuco.
Absolutely. So delicious. That was another melt in your mouth thing, and it's there with the roasted vegetables. These were the two wines that we had. We liked the Flint better because that was a little drier and a little more our taste, but both wines deliver on flavor.
Jamie has fun with his bathrooms in his restaurant, so make sure to go when you're at Jamie Oliver's. Notice the steps have the Beatles lyrics.
And we never want to say goodbye to Jamie Oliver, but we did have to say goodbye to Union Jack so we could get to the theater where we went to go see Beautiful, the Carole King musical. And we saw that in the West End of London, which you've got to go there when you're in London. It's the Broadway of London. I mean, it's where you want to be. And this was an amazing show. They did such an amazing job. The talent was phenomenal. Their voices amazing. And Carole King, you're going to cry, just to let you know. Bring a lot of tissues. It's going to happen. Man, woman, whoever you are, just be ready because it's Carole King.
It's really about the history of music from the 1950s through the 1990s. It brings back a lot of memories, and what a lot of people don't realize, Carole King wrote so many songs for herself and other artists.
And you can get tickets to the theater, half-price tickets, discounted tickets when you get off the tube at Charing Cross or Leicester Square.
Now, on this trip, we didn't get a chance to do this, but you need to go to the Royal Shakespearean Theatre. London is a great convention town. We attended the Ice Gaming Convention.
And that's in the Canning District. This is the Excel Center where we were, and we saw some amazing stuff at this gaming convention. I mean, it was sophisticated. It had entertainment, drinks, girls, food. I mean, everything you want. And online gaming is really happening around the world. It's huge.
So get yourself over to London. Lots of history, but lots that is new. Jolly old London.
And it's not that old anymore. It's pretty young London. Well, of course, we can't wait to get back.
Yeah, I'd probably go just for the theater. By the way, did we mention the greatest steak in the world at all?
Yeah, just a couple of times.